What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Hydroneer. Now, I've been busy since the last video. Couple things we're going to be doing today is first off, we're going to be looking at the difference in price between like the candle and other crafts on Anvil. And then we're also going to be doing a little bit of building this episode because what we're going to try to get done, not this episode, we're not going to get it all the way done, but as you guys can see, I've been working on getting this set up for the next Goliath setup. So I've been doing a lot of digging out. The Goliaths are going to go in this row that does not have the foundation blocks, and then the foundation blocks are going to have our conveyors set up on them. So the plan is we're going to run Goliath all the way down to here. And the reason for that is this will give us 56 and make our setup 150 Goliaths. So that's the plan. We'll have to see how it handles it. I did turn the graphics settings down from ultra to high now, so we're going to see how much of a difference that makes as well. But what we're going to do today is we're going to finish installing a few of the blocks, and then we're going to go ahead, we're going to get the dirt blobs set up and get the get all our Goliaths and try to get them placed in, as well as we're also going to check the price on that stuff. And see that first and foremost. So anyway, let's get right to it. I've run the setup a lot. I mean, a lot since the last video, and it shows. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean here. But one thing with the mods is I installed the F7 menu here, so we can delete extra items and stuff. And the reason I did that was the gems. Oh boy. So after the last video, I was working on a bit of stuff and I forgot, left the setup running the whole time while I was doing stuff, and there was a lot of gems. It was on high graphic settings. It was a 1 FPS ride to the jeweler for just shy of 200,000 Hydro coins. And yeah, I just decided, I just don't wanna do that again. It was terrible, to say the least. So anyway, I saved out one ruby here. This is a 99. We also got to find another one that's going to be relatively decent as far as price goes. So 98, that's close enough for my money as far as the necklace and the ring go. But got ourselves a couple shard bars here, and this first one is 29,000. So we have more than made up for what we lost with that bug. And then this other one here, we just put it on top, is another 10,000. So yeah, we are well on our way to getting a 100,000 weight shard bar. I also got another gold bar here, and this is 4.6 million. So yeah, this setup makes crazy amounts of money. We also have this iron bar here, which is, as you guys can see, 3.7 million. So that is absolutely fantastic as well. But we're just going to be using this 2 million bar this time. And one of you guys had mentioned putting in the mod for the saw. I forgot to do that. I was working on getting everything ready with the computer, and honestly, it slipped my mind. I got the F7 mod in and totally forgot about looking for the saw mod. But what we're going to do today is we're going to cut this bar into 4, and each piece is going to be even as far as weight and value. But the one piece is going to need to be 2 pieces. So we're technically going to be cutting it into 5. So these 2 are a little over 500,000, and then we'll cut that as well. And then each one of them is going to be the same weight here. So it's 513,007 there. Same there. Same one there. And last but not least, same there. But what we need to do with the one is we need to cut it in half because we need to have 2 bars for making the necklace. So these 2 are going to go together for making the necklace, along with whichever of the rubies. I don't think a one hydrocoin value difference is going to make or break the price thing. I mean, honestly, if we could have got them exactly the same, that'd have been great, but a 1 hydrocoin difference, I'm not gonna, make too much of a fuss about that. So anyway, we got our necklace. This started out at 513,007 plus the gem, so we're just gonna call it 513,100 because of the gem. So I know it's not exactly right. It's like, depending on which one we used, it's a couple off from that, but you guys get the gist of it. So everything's gonna basically be the same. The same value, pretty much. I mean, the difference is gonna be obviously up to 99. So I mean, it's close enough for my money. My money says, good enough. We're just gonna call it as is and push on with it. So I made a few more of these toolkits as well. So we've been going through them, and now we need the candle for here, and we need our other gem. So just gonna plop this on here, grab one of these, give it a whack, put that away, and then we need to take the screwdriver to this and make ourselves the big candle. So now we're going to compare the values of all 4 pieces, and it's not, I'm sure somebody else has done it before, but I just want to see for my own comparison. I honestly, I think I've mentioned this before, but I honestly don't take too much time to check out other videos anymore. So we need a different truck. This one's got all some foundations left in it from me placing them down. So we're just going to grab one of our other trucks over here, and that one will have to stay put with all the goodies inside it. So this one should be empty. Yeah, good. And it's full. So full on water. Don't have to worry about running out of fuel. Had that happen the other day. I just went to pull into my refueling station, and it ran out of gas right as I was pulling up. So I was literally just shy of being able to fuel it up. So I had to put a bucket of water in, and yeah, it just so close, but yet so far away. So we're going to take all these to the jeweler, and we're just going to compare the price. We still got to grab our big candle here. Whoops. Pick it up, please. Thank you. And we're just going to see what is the best bang for your buck as far as gold. I'm pretty sure I already know that it's going to be the necklace. The necklace value appears to be far superior to the bracelet or the big ring. So I'm assuming it's also going to be far superior to the candle as well. But we're going to find out for sure. Like I said, I haven't watched any videos to see the price difference. So we're just going to check it out for ourselves. So we're going to start with the bracelet. And that started out with a value of 513. So it goes up to, we're just going to call that 590. So now I'm not going to do like a percentage increase as far as like the value goes. So if you guys want to punch the numbers into your calculator and see what the actual percentage boost is, go ahead, but I'm not gonna actually do that. So anyway, the ring now obviously is worth significantly more, as we can see, with the gem in it. So 667,000 now. We're just going to put these next to each other. So 590 from the bracelet, 667 from the ring. I call it a ring. I'm not sure if it's actually supposed to be a bracelet or what. Now the candle appears to be the least valuable, 538. So we're just going to stick that on the other side of our small pile here. And let's find out what the necklace is. Grab it. There we go. 718. So the necklace being the most valuable for sure. And the difference between the ring and the necklace was what? One hydrocoin in gem value. So it's a decent increase just for your time of busting up the bar in half. So I think it's safe to say if we're going to be crafting something, we definitely want to go with the, I'll call it the highest tier. So like the necklace versus everything else. And I'm assuming the same is going to go for iron, you know, as far as like the dagger versus the sword versus the axe kind of thing. We only stack these into piles of just over a mil. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Well, we got a couple piles that are over a mil then. We're actually just gonna drop them. Well, nah, we'll just take them back to the claim. I really don't think we need to worry about money at the shops right now. I think the only one we're getting low on is at the building block one. I don't know what the name of the shop's actually called, but the one where I get my foundations and stuff like that, because I buy a lot from there. I've bought so many foundation pieces and everything out there. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, got ourselves a couple nice stacks, and this is where we stopped as far as the gems go. So at 619,000, I just gave up on hauling gems because it was such a laggy mess. I mean, the frame rate drop was just a absolute killer. I mean, running back and forth running there at 1 FPS, it was a nightmare. That's about all I can say to that, is it was a nightmare and a half. So anyway, we're going to do a little work downstairs. One other thing I've started to do down here is I started to set up my lights a little different. So instead of 2 blocks in between, I just am going with one block in between. So we're going to have more lights down here. More lights so it's easier to see stuff. Now I haven't done the same on the other side yet because, well, I started a little bit as you can see, but I haven't done it on this side yet because we've been working on cleaning this out. So we only have a few more blocks to place down in here, and then we can actually start ripping apart the setup upstairs and getting rid of that, bringing down whatever conveyors we need and stuff like that. So the plan is to have this Goliath setup running for the next video, maybe. I mean, that's what I'm gonna shoot for anyway, is being able to have all 56 of these installed, hooked up to water, and all sorts of stuff like that. So what I'm going to do as far as the conveyor setup goes is I'm just going to hook right into here to run the conveyors up with. That's the thought anyway. And as far as running the Goliath, I'm just going to tee into this pipe here right there and run it over for them as well. Or I might actually just tee in right here and run it. I have not decided yet. What I might do is I might tee into here and run it down and hide the pipe in the blocks until I bring it up over here. That might work as well. I gotta check something out with you guys though, because we are gonna need to keep part of this. Let's reset the day. It's starting to get dark. I don't like it dark. I hate when it's dark. So, alright, so we're going to need to keep part of this because, how are we even going to do this? I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out everything from here back, and this is going to become a straight conveyor there. And we're going to run everything to feed into that same sorter. I'm also going to probably get rid of this elevated one and just put them all as flat ones, and basically duplicate that harvester setup over here as well. So we're going to need to get rid of all these rams. All these rams are going to the smelting factory. So that's one thing we're going to have to do. And then, like I mentioned, everything is going to have to come out uh, basically from here over. And all the flat conveyors are going to have to go up one. That's going to have to be changed. We're going to have to rehook, hook up our conveyors here. So we're probably going to end up teeing in right here and just running it straight across the top of them, or God, I don't even know. We might tee in just past here too, and that way we can I'm not sure, to be honest. I might tee into here and basically run it the same, just run a curved here and then go over. So basically the setup is going to end up coming up, so we're basically getting, well, it's going to be 6 blocks off of this, of where this row is here, that are that we're going to start, well, it's technically 7. So our first Goliath, our Goliaths are going to be in this row, and then we're going to have our harvesters and our conveyors for it set up here. So I've already kind of mapped out where it's going to come up and everything like that. So there's going to be a little bit of a gap between the two setups, but I wanted to do it that way so we could actually walk down along the sides here, and I'll show you what I mean. Whoops, fall the rest of the way down. So I wanted to leave this open with the exception of the lights, because that way we have a path to walk down. We're going to end up running the pipe for the Goliath down this row, and we might tee into this one and basically do the same thing. We're going to do that, run the pipe underground and then run it down this row for the conveyors, so we can shut them off as well. So it's going to be kind of a, how do I want to put it, a bit of a funky setup. I might actually tee in at the elbow here instead. I haven't decided yet. Same with here. I might tee into the elbow there and just tee into the first pipe here. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure. But all I know is we're going to have 2 rows of pipes running down here as well. So it's going to follow the same basic setup, where it's going to be all T pipes for the glass, and then this is going to run all the way straight down, and then we'll put the pressure boosters here, like kind of the same way, and hook it up to the back of the conveyor, because it's going to run a little bit further than this conveyor does, so we can get the 56 in. So it's going to have to the pipes are going to have to run to at least this block here. So it's going to be slightly bigger. I had debated, instead of putting in a 56 Goliath setup, I was debating putting in 53 on this side and 53 on the other, and going straight for a 200 Goliath setup. But I want to test out 150 first, make sure it's not too much of a bugger. But anyway, let's go grab some blocks. Let's start bringing them down. We only have a few to install, so we're just going to do that. We're going to do a little bit of the putting down the Goliath if we can. I need to remember to get some more like ladders or something down here, because that way I can just walk from the conveyor straight over. But we just have a few more blocks in there. There's not too many. And I know I could go, what I actually should do is I should be dropping them down the hole and putting them in from back here, which is what I think I'm actually going to do now that I think about it, because we're way the hell back here now. I've just been doing it this way because I was running the setup, this whole setup, as I was putting the stuff in and mining. So you can't drop it in down there, otherwise it'll run through on the conveyor. So anyway, let's actually get this moved and use our drop down hole here. Just park right on over top of it here. A little further, a little more. There we go. Let's get these drop down, see if we can get them to drop in there good. Sometimes you got to get them to fall in. There we go. Let's get them to fall down like that. That's the last one. Oh, we don't even have enough blocks. Need to get a couple more, I guess. I think we are just a couple short too. There we go. And yeah, we're going to need just a few more for now. If the 150 setup works good, we are going to go for 200. The only thing I'm worried about is the frame rate. I don't want it to get too laggy for you guys to watch. So that's the only reason I'm hesitant on going, full 200 setup. Although maybe we should just go full 200 setup and see what happens. Maybe that's what we do. Just go full 200 and adjust the graphic settings as we need to see how bad it is on the system, because at Ultra the 94 was putting just a little bit of a frame drop in, so just a little bit. With it on high, there's no frame drop. So anyway, we just need to grab 3 more of these. We're just going to go ahead and get these quick. Whoops. 2 and 3. So the only thing I wish about these is that you could like rotate them to flip them upright instead of laying flat like this, so they'd be like a wall piece. That would be awesome. At least I think so. Oh, another thing we gotta do is we gotta craft a lot more T-pipes now. A lot more T-pipes. So that's probably gonna be something. I don't know. Do you guys want to see more of the like crafting and stuff like that on camera? You guys will have to let me know that in the comment section. If you guys want to see some more crafting and stuff like that, maybe the next episode we won't have the setup done. What we'll do is we'll do like all our pipe crafting and getting the rest of the stuff set up. Whoops, I gotta drop in over here, don't I? I keep forgetting. I'm not running the setup. So used to running the setup and having to, whoops, come on, flip in there. And having to just, come on, get in there. Come on. Oh, that stupid thing got hung up. Truck's in the way. There we go. Yeah, I'm so used to running the setup now while I'm doing this stuff. Alright. Get these last buggers in here. Yeah, if you guys want to see more like the setup process, more of like me doing the pickaxing and all that sort of stuff, you guys will have to let me know. I normally tend to skip it just because I don't want to bore you guys too much with that stuff. But if you guys actually want to see that stuff, you guys will have to let me know. I'm more than willing to do some of it on camera. I've just been, skipping it and kind of doing it at my own pace, which, as you guys can tell, it's been kind of pretty quick pace because I installed, this whole row there, and I've dug out everything from here over. So it's been a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, let's go ahead. We're gonna get some of our I'm gonna call them a dirt blob down on the ground for all these Goliaths. So like I said, our last Goliath drill is going to end up here because this is 52 there. So we're going to want to go to 56, which is the end here. So I just tend to hit as close to the middle as possible. Hopefully that makes it so so the Goliath can actually grab the dirt. I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference. I really don't know. To be perfectly honest, I mean, what I normally do is I have like, I'll have my T-pipes laid out in here. So let's actually go grab a couple. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I normally tend to install the T-pipes before I even put down the dirt blobs. And then I just go for the middle of the pipe in the middle of, in between the foundations. So let's grab a couple of those and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, another really helpful suggestion was putting down a piece of foundation over this so I can grab the blocks. Yes, I'm definitely going to do that. I actually had forgot about that because of having these new all-in-one furnace things there. So I honestly had forgotten about it. So that was a great suggestion. We actually have one spare block right here. So we can go ahead and do that. There we go. And just gonna make ourselves, yeah, that is going to be absolutely beautiful for getting them off there. Alright, let's go ahead and cut that down. And yes, I will be installing the saw mod. Apparently, there's a saw mod that basically lets you choose the weight of the bar you're cutting out there. So that'll be fantastic. Oops. Oh, I pulled that out. I hit the wrong button. Fat fingered it. My bad. I fat fingered. We need that one. There we go. Well, so I do need to grab the hammer and pound that in because I see I'm going to probably do that several times. And yeah, now they're kind of hard to grab. So it's a great idea. I just got to remember to pound the thing in because yeah. All right, there's my other one. And there we go. So we're just going to grab a few of these and I'll show you guys what I mean. It makes it a lot easier. Well, I guess it probably really doesn't matter. As long as there's a little bit of dirt underneath the Goliath, it shouldn't really make much of a difference, I guess. But what I tend to do is I just tend to have these just laid down here like this. And then what I do for putting the blobs down is I'll just get up on top of it here and go for like middle of the pipe, middle of the in-between there, and call it good enough. So, I mean, I'm sure the other ones are going to work out just perfectly fine, but as far as like getting it just right, I'll make sure, you know. But anyway, so we're just going to lay down a bunch more of these. Like I said, I don't think they really need to be perfect, so I'm not going to worry too much about laying down the pipes. But this is what I end up doing for the Goliath setup is I just kind of walk along here and just drop down some blobs so they can have the little bit of dirt because we do have the Goliath mod so they never use the dirt. So just one single little blob, I guess I'll call it, is all you need to get them to run, and they will continue running with that. So, and we're all the way down on bedrock. This is the bedrock here. So yeah, we're all the way down at the bottom. Did we have to? No, we could have gone at pretty much any height, but I wanted to make sure we were getting max mining value, I guess I'll call it, out of the stuff. So I don't know if it's really all that big of a difference. I know the gem value can be a bit of a difference, but I don't know other than that. So I know we're going to have to put in a pressure tank somewhere along here in between them, but I'm just going to keep placing down the blobs and we'll figure out where we want that and just put a block in. So this is basically what I do off camera, is I do like the pickaxing out. I'll get stuff like this set up. And so if you guys want to see more of the setup and stuff like that, I know some people love to see it. They like to see the creative process, the thinking involved in it. And I know some people kind of just want to see the money from the setup, see how the setup is when it's finished, kind of thing. So you guys will have to let me know what your preference is. If you guys want to see more of it, I'm more than willing to do it. And for those that don't want to see that part, you know, the videos will be titled appropriately so you guys can skip out on the videos that you don't want to see that have the stuff like that. So anyway, our first Goliath goes right here, and then that square is going to be empty. So this is our last blob, I'll call it. I don't know what the hell to call them. Shovelfuls of dirt. Where is my... It's down here. Shovelfuls of dirt, I don't know. You know, it is what it is. I'll call it a blob. Which one did I hit? Okay. So let's pound these in quick while we're going. There we go. Now those are all set up. And like I said, I'll be moving around the lights and stuff. I want to make sure it's bright enough because obviously one thing that's really been, there's a chunk of dirt somewhere I just like caught a glimpse of. But one thing that's really been, I don't know what I want to call it, like a minor irritation, is when pickaxing this stuff out, it's dark over here as you can see, and we're only, you know, 4 or 5 blocks away from the light source, and it's already, dark. So the only thing I could say is I wish these were a little bit brighter. A little bit brighter. So, but anyway, yeah, what I've been doing, I've just been following the curve of the block here, because initially, like I had mentioned, I was just going to put it in the 56 on this side, so I was only clearing out enough for the conveyors. So that means just the other edge of this concrete foundation here. So this is basically what I've been doing. And then we can get our two conveyors set up here, get a Goliath there, our two water pipes set up. But now I really am debating, do we want to just go all out for 200? Do we want to just push it and see what happens? That's another thing. You guys comment that down in the comment section as well. Do you think we should just go for 200? I mean, like I said, we can always mess with the graphic settings. The graphic settings really don't matter. So there's really wasn't much of a change from ultra to high as far as how the game looks. And so you guys will have to let me know. Do we go full tilt, go straight for the 200, make it absolutely monster size setup, and see how that does for us? Or do we just put in the 56 for now and see how that functions and go from there? So you guys let me know that in the comment section down below, and then we will take it from there as far as what we want to do. Because like I said, I'm more than willing to do it either way. It doesn't really matter to me. But what we got to do is what the hell? I just like bounced off of like a piece of dirt. That's the only problem I have with these little chunks of dirt, is you get hung up on the damn things. That's why I always try to go through and pick them out, by the way. But anyway, you guys will have to let me know. We got a lot of these to craft. So either way, we're either going to be crafting, we're going to be crafting another 53 of these, or even more if we go for 200. So, and again, if you guys want to see the crafting stuff, I'll make sure I get that saw mod in so we can make sure we got the blocks just the right size, and then we'll go through and craft all these up. We'll get basically everything placed, do more of the what do I want to call it, the busy work part of it, I guess I'll say. So let's go ahead. We're just gonna slap in these 4 that we have here. So whoops, just like that. And as you can see, it does sit on the dirt block. It's not a perfect sit, or a perfect fit, perfect sit. Whoops, and it actually needs to be. Do I have these set up one? Yeah, I do. Why are these not? Oh, duh. Because I don't have the pipes, you idiot. That's why. I was like, why the hell are they not going in? These are set up at the same height. Why? Yeah. Sorry, kind of a lapse of the brain kind of thing. So anyway, if you guys want to see more of the busy work, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know your thoughts. Do we go for 150 or do we go for 200 Goliaths and run the system? Also, I'm going to work on tearing down this off camera. And basically getting it set up and ready, carving the ground kind of thing, so we get our conveyors running down as well, and kind of figure out how exactly I want to place this setup now. So yeah, that's gonna be something I'm gonna work on off camera here and see what happens. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. If you guys are, make sure you guys are taking the time to hit that like button. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you trigger those notification bells so you never miss out on the videos. And one more question for you guys. What do you think we should shoot for goal for our gold bar? We're already at over 4 million with it. What do you think's the number we should shoot for just one gold bar? What do you guys think? Let me know that in the comment section down below. And again, thank you guys so much for being here, and we will catch you guys back for the next video.